Grok AI tutorial: how to use Grok to make money in 2026. Now, Grok is the AI assistant that most people know as the X AI chatbot on X or Twitter. And most people have barely scratched the surface of what it can actually do for income generation. Now, while everyone is competing for position on ChatGPT and Claude, Grok's unique capabilities, specifically its real-time information access, its deep integration with X's data, and the deep search feature that can research topics comprehensively, create specific money-making opportunities that the other AI tools don't. Now, this is the practical guide to using Grok's specific capabilities to generate income in 2026, not generic use AI to work faster advice, but specific workflows tied to Grok's actual differentiating features. Now, Grok's differentiating feature capabilities versus ChatGPT and Claude. You first of all get real-time information access. Now, Grok has live internet access by default in most modes, meaning it can research current events, current prices, current market data, and the current information without the knowledge cutoff limitations that affect other models. Okay. Now, this is crucial for some incoming applications that depend on current information. Then, moving on, you have the X and Twitter integration, where Grok has privileged access to X's data, including real time post feeds, trending topics, and public conversation data. Now, this makes Grok uniquely capable at tasks that require understanding current public discourse and trending topics on the platform. Then there's also deep search mode, where Grok's deep search conducts multi-step research, searching multiple sources, reading full articles, synthesizing across sources, producing research outputs that are more comprehensive than standard single query responses. And for research intensive work, deep search is significantly more capable than basic web search integration. Then you have think mode, which is Grok's reasoning mode. It's also similar to extended thinking in other models, which works through complex problems step by step, making it particularly strong for analytical tasks that require multi-step analyzing. Now, these specific capabilities map to specific income applications. Now, the most direct application of Grok's real-time information access is creating timely, well-researched content faster than human researchers can. Daily debriefing newsletters that aggregate and analyze the day's most important development in a specific niche, AI, crypto, specific industry sectors, political developments requiring constant monitoring of breaking information and rapid synthesis. Grok's real-time access makes this dramatically faster. A process that used to require hours of manual news monitoring and summarization takes 30 to 60 minutes, with Grok handling the research and first draft synthesis. Now, first of all, we have monetization paths, where you can build a daily briefing newsletter in a niche where timely information was high value. Business professionals is fast-moving sectors, finance, technology, regulatory compliance, pay for briefing services, and a whole lot more. Now, businesses constantly need market research, which is what Grok actually does, tracking competitor activities, analyzing industry trends, and a whole lot more. Now, if you want to go ahead and get Grok's deep search mode that you can obviously use with Super Grok, it's pretty incredible. Using its deep search really gives you a more compliant database to work with. It gives you a pretty decent idea what you want. Now, the service, you can offer market research reports to businesses in specific industries, like telling Grok to research latest medical billing, let's say news. So let's say we go ahead with that. Now, of course, adding something just as so, it's pretty simple and pretty straightforward, but it gives you a good context over it. Because when it comes to Grok's, proper deep search, what that allows you to do is actually scour the whole internet. It might take a human analyst through 2 to 3 days. With Grok's deep research, handling the information gathering and synthesis, you can produce a comparable report in 3 to 4 hours. Now, you also have market research reports in B2B contexts, which sell for $500 to $6,300 depending on depth and the buyer's size. Now, one person operation running Grok powered research can produce 2 to 3 reports per week, generating $1,000 to $9,000 per week at capacity. Now, finding clients on, LinkedIn, or maybe things like outreach to business owners and marketing directors, mentioning specific research that you've done in the industry, is the highest converting channel where you can show a sample report of yourself, anonymized or based on publicly available data for you. Now, Grok's privileged access to X's data also creates a pretty good service opportunity that is unique to Grok. Now, as we can see, that the workings on Twitter are quite different from, other platforms that come and insinuate. Now, of course, if Grok is completely subsidized and, really deep integrated into this, a platform that literally has news about everything and anything, then of course you are going to be able to see that everything that you provide and everything that you insinuate is going to be according to plan and regulation. Now, the service company using Grok to analyze X conversations in a client's niche, what topics are generating the most engagement, what types of content resonate with their target audience, and what their competitors are posting and how it's performing. These are questions that people actually ask. Then there's also deliverables, a monthly X content strategy report, and a 30 post draft delivered on the first of each month. Now, this recurring service actually generates predictable monthly income. Pricing could be $300 to $800 per client per month. Now, at 5 clients, this is actually going to generate $1,500 to $4,000 per month for work that takes 12 to 15 hours per month, with Grok handling the research and initial drafting. Now, Grok's think mode and analytical capabilities make it quite strong for analysis tasks that require multi-step reasoning across complex information. Now, you also have investment research summaries that retail investors and business plan analysis that works pretty incredibly. So, practically, Grok can be good implementation for work. There is no direct way, but you can choose different pipelines for this. Okay. And getting the maximum value from Grok for income generating work requires understanding which mode to use for which specific task, because each mode works differently and appropriately. So, those are the different ways to make income through Grok. So, do let me know how it works out for you, and I'll see you all in the next video. Have a great day. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.